Okay, so in theory, this is all the kit. So, got quite a big rucksack. Actually, Exodus 58. I've had it for a long time, as you can see. But there we go. I've got a little fold. It's just a cut down ground mat for sleeping. I've cut off most of the straps I don't need. This is one I made up, which takes my walking poles, which I've gone and left downstairs, but they're the same as Kerry's. Identical. Lecky I do as well, although she's gone for different ends than me. I'll show you mine in a minute. You take the ends off to put them in there, and then inside I've got a 2-litre bladder, wax bladder, which is quite nice. She's all strapped in there, and I've made up some ties to hold that one for me, and then I've got a Ranger 3 compass in here, which just sits in there all the time. And I used to carry a whistle, but then I realised actually I've got a whistle on here, so I don't need to take one. And she's quite loud. Plenty loud enough. That'll do. But then I got the kit that I'm going to be wearing. So I've got a pair of socks. What are they? Bridgedale merino wool, crew length at and then Montane boxer shorts, they're fast drying. Wasn't going to take this, but I've actually got in there as well. It's a Montane technical t-shirt, so I've just got an extra leg. Very rare for me to wear a t-shirt. Regatta normally makes rubbish stuff, but actually these shirts are absolutely brilliant. So that's a short sleeve shirt. There we go, and it'll look like that after I've been wearing it for a week. We did VO2 Max's 3 marathons in 3 days, and I wore one of those and it just looked the same. And then a brand new pair of Montane Terra Nova pants. I think that's what they are. That's a zip just for ventilation. Loving the bits, wear them all the time with their belt, which is not great, but so that's what I'm going to be wearing during the day. And then obviously if it's depending how cold it is, I'm a big lover of gilets, so this is from Decathlon. It's really nice. I thought I'd lost it, so I bought another one, and then it turned up again. I love these pockets in here, so when I'm skiing and bits and pieces. So that's a gilet. I wear that next to my shirt. We'll talk about that in a minute. I haven't got a zip-off pants, so I've actually, if I want to wear shorts, so I've got some Montane shorts, which is a bit of an overkill really, because I like swimming. So I've got just some running shorts and a towel, which I'm going to be using in the evening. So I go swimming, and then this is a Rab top. It's incredibly lightweight. If anything, it's not quite breathable enough. It's super warm, doesn't let any thing through. And then a dry bag to put the stuff that I'm using during the day. So that's a dry bag for accessing during the day. And then of course, the weather might well be shit. So some very old Burgas Gore-Tex waterproof trousers. They actually did my end to end, so they must be 15 years old. Treating myself to a new waterproof jacket. Montane gave me a fantastic discount as a mountain leader, so it's got cracking pit stips and bits and pieces, very long sleeves, ridiculously big hood for climbers and bits and pieces. And then shoe wise, I've just these are North Face hedgehogs. They just work well for my feet. And so that's a new pair of, and I've had goodness knows how many pairs going across. So that's the stuff for the day that I'll be wearing going across. There's some sunnies in here and a sun hat if we're lucky. And then in the top, there's 2 bags. There's a lack of not bags, pockets, 2 pockets in the top. But in one of those, head torch, hat, snood, Very, very rare for me, some gloves, and they're gloves with a magical finger that I can use my phone. And then these are micro gaiters. And my thoughts, I've played around with them a little bit, but not used them in anger yet, is that, I guess in a little dry bag on my top pocket, is if it's persisting with rain, and I've got all my waterproofs on, because I'm not wearing walking boots, the water will drain down my trousers into my shoes, and I've had that before. And so the gaiters, I'm hoping, are going to shed the water a bit like wearing boots, so I don't go across. So that's that one. Then I've got a separate dry bag which I won't touch during the day, which is my night stuff. I've actually got 2 pairs of socks, which is a real overkill, but it's all about your feet, isn't it? Another pair of Montane technical boxer shorts, a merino wool, and I'm mad keen on kayaking t-shirt. These are just sort of beach pants, so something I can wear going to bed if I want to. And it's kind of cool little motif on the side there. They're really quite light. Or I can also wear them out in the evenings and bits and pieces. And this is a one season, super light. I think it's 400 grams. Tavella 750 lot. Yeah, ultra lightweight. We tried that, really comfy. So that's evening stuff. And then of course I've got another little dry bag which will be in the bottom of my rucksack. Just a razor to shave, which I'm hoping to keep. I don't like it getting too long, and I don't like shaving. So we've got a little trimmer to take the battery out because I don't want it buzzing away in my bag because it's hit the button. Toothbrush, brush, tooth floss, some shower gel, a lighter, a very, very minimal first aid kit. What have we got in there? So these are some Compeeds. I don't normally get problems with blisters, but we'll take them. 1 thing of plasters, some ibuprofen and some paracetamol. Scissors to keep on top of my feet. I suffer from athlete's foot. My feet are fine at the moment, but I dare say we're going to have some issues with those. But it can steam, and the lighter can go in there, and some drawing pins. So that's it. And then just I had a little tab to put around there. These are my 2 rocks that I picked up, pebbles, a bit bigger than rocks, that we picked up from the head of the team the other day. We're going to take up there with us. Then I got a little dry bag with some reading glasses. I've reached that age. A couple of pens, a book where it'd be interesting to see whether I write in the book. I suspect I will. But, yes, there we go. There was a series of questions in the Camino book. I'll have to go through, and I've done those. There's some quite searching ones in there, and then a kit list and bits and pieces. Anyhow, so that's that one in a dry bag. This is one that Kerry bought. It's actually quite cool. Just fits on the side. It's just somewhere to put my passport, some earpods, so I can listen to some music. Audiobooks I'm more into really. And my wallet, so that they tell you never to leave it in your rucksack. You know, when you take your rucksack off, you need to take your valuables out of your rucksack. Some ends for my walking poles. They won't fit in that clippy thing that I've made with those on, so I take them off. You know, when we're on the road, it drives you nuts. It going click, 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 click. So that's for when we're on the road. There's a fair amount of road work. Not a great fan of wearing a watch, but when I was doing my ML stuff, it is pretty good. It's got a stopwatch is really easy to use. A barometer, which is quite interesting to see, you know, how the weather's going on, and also a altimeter, which is somewhere now, which really, really useful. You know, if you're looking at a map, actually knowing the height you're at. Then the phone I'm using at the moment, I've just upgraded, and part of the reason I've been using a Galaxy 20, which has done me great. I've had no issues with, but I dropped it and sent it off, got it fixed, and the camera just won't focus when you zoom, and it's like going away. I want to grab some photos. I don't want to carry a separate camera. And then I'm just wondering how easy it's going to be to keep the phone charged. Nobody seems to say it's a problem, so we'll see. And the 24 fast charges, and so she'll charge at 45 watts as opposed to normal 20. So this is a separate, and you can plug in the Euro plug in there. So it's got 2 USB Cs to Cs and 1 standard USB. So I can charge my phone, I can charge my pods, I can charge my phone. They're all USB Cs, and yeah, got nothing else to charge. That's kind of cool. And then yummies during the day. I got a knife. I actually prefer the wood coloured one, but this is nice and bright. It's quite unusual. I don't know if I can open it with one hand. Yeah, I reckon I can. There we go. Come on. It's got an unusual end. It's got like a knife and a rounded end, which is kind of cool. And it's just going to go in a bag, which I'll always carry some food with us. So it's people say on the Camino that you can get caught out. You get up early, at just before sunrise, and you find that the shops aren't open, and then you walk for a couple of hours before you come across another shop. And so having something to put a coffee in at the auberge before we disappear, and taking some food with us so we don't run out of food, and then some shoes for the evening. And I've decided these are absolute fantastic flip-flops. I mean, my favourite ones actually come from Hawaii, but nobody sells them apart from in Hawaii. I can't remember what they're called. They pretty much make all the flip-flops in Hawaii, and they make a particular. You get dress flip-flops and all sorts of bits and pieces. These are pretty good. They've actually got a walking sole on them, and so it might well be that I walk some days in them, and then in the evenings they're just super comfy. They're a bit on the heavy side, but it's like, actually, that's another pair of walking trousers. That's it, apart from wallet. Yeah, don't think we caught anything else. Oh, yeah, I saw I haven't got any lip salve and suntan lotion. Fingers crossed to see some sun. That's killers.